Well, welcome guys. My name is Lisa and welcome to Yearbook Life. And today I am going to show you how to set up your community. So there's a few different areas in your community. One of the ways is over here on our left side, we have our manage photos. So the first thing that we would do is click on our manage photos. This is part of our community website. And let me go ahead and show you our community website. This is our community website. This is what a parent would see when they go to your community website. If you are having them shop your school and to purchase ads or yearbooks, if they click on here, you can see, and I'm just giving you an example. Here it shows you this customer set it up with tiered pricing. So now you can see what a tiered pricing looks like. So the person going in here can clearly see they are getting an early bird discount. And then it will go up to $15. Also below, they are selling business ads. And you can pick and choose and you can change here what you want your verbiage to say also in your community. And then if you are going to have them upload photos, this is the link they will see and they will click on that, and then they will be able to drop pictures into the folders that you have created.
Yep.
So in your photos, that's why it's very important in your shared photos to create albums. If you are going to have the same albums as you do in Candids, a simple tool to use is come into your Candids, create all your folders in here, all the names of your folders. Once you've created all these folders, click on this 3 dot here at the top, the menu. If you click on it, do you see where it says all albums to shared? If you click on this, it will reproduce the names of all of your folders that you just created. So this way you do not have to create all the names again in here. So at any time, maybe there's a few folders you don't want to have, you can click on the folder and you can come up here and delete it out or rename it also.
Yep.
Any questions so far on that?
No, that I didn't realize you could do that. So that's
that's cool. Most people don't realize. So it's very important. If you click in Candids, sometimes when you're working in Candids and you go to this 3 dot, sometimes this will disappear. If it's not there, just go back out, click on Candids again, and then click here and it will be there. So if you're in here working, sometimes it will just like not be bold anymore. So yeah, so now you do not have to recreate and type all of those names again. Also in here, you can, when you come here, click on your 3 dots. Here is you want to make sure this is ticked. This will enable your community upload to be there. If you do not have it ticked, that will not show up. So make sure that's ticked. That is something we are setting up for you also when we set up your community. If you want to change any of your settings, click on settings. Here you can change your settings to be the date the book is submitted. Clearly you do not want your pictures being submitted on the day of publishing, so we are setting them up 2 weeks prior to your submit date, but you can change that. You can also change how many pictures each email can upload. This is the preset of 50. Just know that for every email somebody has, they can email 50 from each of those emails. Something I learned the hard way.
Lisa?
Yes.
So I can't remember last year because I used the shared photos last year.
Yes.
Can you set up like a time date for each folder separately?
No, you cannot.
Okay, all right.
You cannot. What you can do though on that is if you do not want any more pictures in that folder, a workaround would be that if you go into share your, let me finish this and then I'll come back and I'll show you. And then here, shared photos, you either tick this or untick it. If you have it ticked, that means every picture that's uploaded from the community side, they have to tag it with some kind of symbol or name. Just know they can trick the system and just put a period or a dot or something like that. But I generally, if I don't have a small school and I'm not doing an index, I generally will untick it because the more work a parent has to do, the less likely they are to upload. So a workaround to do that would be if you go into shared folders, grab all of your pictures that you want, have them moved into Candids, or actually you won't be able to delete this folder. So what you would have to do is the pictures that you want, you would have to click on them, come up here and download them onto your computer. Get rid of them out of this folder and then delete the folder. So it would be a lot of work to kind of do that, but you can, there's always workaround for things.
Sure,
So
sure.
that's a way to do that. So that is your photos. So anything on photos with the community side. You both are good on that? Okay.
Yeah.
So then let's go ahead and go into our sales. We'll go into our store setup. Again, in store setup, we are doing that for you. So you don't have to do it. So, but if you choose to do it, we can, but we're happy to do it. That's part of our job. So in here, you want to make sure it's enabled. If this is not enabled, you will not be able to sell any ads or yearbooks. We are then going to create this for you. So here is where you have the choice to have the fee total will not display to the purchaser, or it will display to the purchaser. We will create all your grades for you, or by teachers. I had such a large school, so I always put each of the teachers' names because I wanted to know Mrs. Smith's room bought 20 yearbooks, and I want to make sure Mrs. Smith got a correct amount of yearbooks. So that is up to you. Then in here, we are now doing it, tick into the business partner now. This way, it's totally hands off. You guys do not have to reconcile any of your accounts now. So what will happen now is that the money will actually come to us when you sell books, and we will deduct it from what you owe us. So this way it's all hands off this year. And something you can choose to do or not, if you want to enable a discount code, you can just tick on it, come over here. So say you have somebody, a teacher, you want to give them 20% off of yearbooks, or you have someone who maybe you know can't afford a yearbook, you want to give them 50%. So you can click on here and enable it. You can pick, if you want to add a new discount code, you can pick the discount that you want to give them. So maybe teachers, 20% off. Type in here, teachers, and hit save. It will automatically save it. And now you can give teachers this code. So when they go into the storefront to buy on the community side, they would just put in this code and it will give them 20% off.
So you can have more than one code.
Yes, you can keep adding code after code.
Perfect.
Yep. So usually what I do is I will do like teachers 2020 for teachers. If I am doing a individual person, what I will do is I will usually put it with their last name and maybe the kid's first initial. This way, if they pass that password on to somebody else, I kind of can go back and say that wasn't your password. Or I also tell a customer, I'll say, maybe this code is good for 72 hours. So this way they go and purchase it and use the code, and then you can come in here and delete that code out.
So if I put it on there and let's say you do it for 24 hours or whatever.
Yep.
Anyone that uses that code is fine, but then it'll be gone for the next person.
Well, once you delete it, it's gone.
Once you delete it, yeah. So it's
Yes.
not time. You have to physically go in there and delete it out.
Yes, correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
Correct. So yeah, so you have that. So any other questions on the storefront on this side of things? You're good? Okay, manage sales. In manage sales, in here, you can actually set your sales goal to sell so many books and hit go. This will tell you how many books you received, your ads, and your total sales. This section here will break it down for you, how you pay, how each person paid, how they credit card, cash, or check, how many orders you got from that, and your totals over here. Below, it will tell you how the person's email, their first name, their last name, and their grade. You can change any of these columns as you want. If you go up here to settings, you can pick and choose what columns you want to see and what you want to have printed on your Excel spreadsheet. So you have 2 sheets here, so you can pick and choose and just hit save. Also in here, you can click on this little export. It will automatically export all your information onto an Excel spreadsheet, which is great for printing out or sending off to your treasurer or whoever you need to get those to keep track. You have your sort button. By clicking the sort button, you can actually sort by product. So if I click on sort, you can see it just sorted, and I only have 2 hardcovers. So, which is really nice tool. We love this new tool.
Yeah.
You can delete somebody anytime, and a new tool they added to this year, you can add any offline sales, which was always there, but the new part they added this year is to save and add another. Where last year you had to hit add an order, come back and hit the plus sign and add another order. Now this year you can come in here, add an order for cash, hit save, and it'll automatically keep this up, and I can add another order. So this is really great that you can keep track of all your online and offline sales right
So
in the same place.
how do I get to that again? Can you back up one
Yes,
step?
absolutely. When you come into your sales, you click on Manage Sales here on the left.
Yep.
This is the front screen. You scroll down
Yep.
to the bottom and click on this little plus sign that says Add Sale.
Okay. And then again, if it was a cash or check order, then
Yep, you can come in here, personalized hardcover. You pick your grade.
Yep.
Then you come here and pick cash or credit card.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
You can put a discount code, maybe they had the order date, put notes in here for yourself and hit save and add, or just add order if you just have one order.
Perfect. Okay, great.
Any questions on any of that?
I have a question. So if I have, like, they have an office manager at the school this year, and so she would be probably the person entering these orders.
Yeah.
When I set her up in a user group, I never saw any selection that was specific to sales or anything like that. Is there
Only the admin can do this. So you can either set her up as an admin if you trust her to go into the book, or you can give her your password and let her go in when she needs it, and then you can change it after she's out of it. But
Okay.
only admins have access to this, because clearly, I mean, you would not want a user being able to go in here and change your
Sure, I understand that.
your money. It's someone you trust.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
and I'm
All
sure
right.
if she's not into the yearbook and she's a money person, she only wants to be in here for money and does not want to build a yearbook.
Correct. Yeah, and I am adding a second admin in who's like employed by the school.
Okay, so maybe you want to give her information and let her know that you're going to also give it to that person.
Okay. Yeah, I will talk to them and see how they best want to do that.
And then
Okay.
just let me know. So just get me whatever information. We just need a cell number, a first and last name, and an email address. Okay.
Yep. And I actually just sent one up to Amy as we're talking. So.
Okay, perfect. And then
Yep.
anytime you guys can send me anything too.
Yep.
Also, so if you guys did not get it, let me. Nope. Hold on. I just want to show you. Okay, if you guys got this storefront form, this is what you'll get. And if you did not get it, I can send it out to you. So this is your Pictavo storefront information sheet, and it will have all the stuff that you need to add in here. It will ask you exactly, will you be selling yearbooks online, student business ad, will you be selling ads, teachers and grades. It will ask you your list of teachers and other notes, and you submit. So that's all you're going to do. So if you did not get that, I can forward that on to you guys.
Well, I got it, but I already set up my storefront, so I didn't know if I needed to do it again.
No, you do not. If you
Okay.
already sent it in, then you are good.
So you
Yes?
can manually set up the storefront without using the email. Is that what he just said?
Absolutely. If you want to come in here and set it up, you can, or you can give me a call and I can do it right over the phone with you. Just remember, when you go in here, we are setting it up for the business this year,
Yep,
as I was
yep.
showing you, because it just makes life easier for everybody
Sure.
in
Okay.
that managed sales and that's school information. So do you guys have any other questions on your storefront? Just remember, we do have our Facebook group that you guys can join, that we have information. I post all of our webinar informations and registrations on there. I'm actually creating different themes every week for you guys to see, and you can see some of the things I created. I don't know if you guys jumped in there last week. I put one of our new themes up in there, and so lots of information. And also remember, if you go to our actual website, you have a lot of tools there that you can see down at the bottom, and I will pop on there real quick and show you. And remember, you guys can always go into already a customer, jump into Pictavo here, and then you have some training, your technical support, downloadable forms. You have lots of banners in there to help with the selling, marketing tools, community, and webinar schedule and recordings. So you have all that stuff in there. And then at the bottom, remember, you do have your yearbook that you can have a view of to show you what a yearbook might look like this year, and a bunch of ideas to help fill your yearbook. So are there any other questions that I might be able to answer for you guys?
I have two short ones.
Sure.
Okay, one, and I don't know if this matters, but last year I was trying to double check the people that paid for ads and make sure all their ads were in the book. But there were some people that, like, their last name wasn't the same as their kids, or their email was just weird and didn't have a name in it, or the kid, they didn't put their kid's name in the ad. It would just say, like, oh, my little Pookie Pie or whatever. And so I was like having trouble matching them up. Does that really matter, or?
Okay, I will I can show you something. So if you go, because I know you're trying to match it up with your storefront to that. So if you go into your manage photos, a great tool you might not know about, which I know it's still part of the community. If you go into ads and say somebody sends you this ad here and you don't know whose ad it is, click on it. And you can come up here and you can send it back to them. Also, if they've already here, if it's not yet submitted, you can also send an email reminder to it, but you can send it back to them and it will give you a note. Can you please let me know your name?
Oh, thank you.
So that's a good tool to use. So any other questions in community? We're good?
I have a question about the ads. So we're not going to do ads this year, but my guess is next year we will.
Okay.
How do you, if you're not sure how many pages your book's going to be, do you just guess? And then if you sell more ads, you just add them at the end of the year?
Yep. So what you can do, let me go ahead and I'm going to, okay. So thank you for joining us, and I will stay with you guys and answer any other questions that you might have. And thank you for joining us and learning about community today. Thank you guys.